So today I just got this in the mail. How exciting. The very first video card I've ever purchased on its own. If you've been following along my channel, you know that I've been building a computer that needs to kick butt at editing in DaVinci Resolve. That's my chosen video editing program, but I've also been getting into some gaming lately. I initially switched over to the MacBook Pro because I wanted some portability and I wanted it to kick butt at video editing. And the M1 Max, fantastic. To be totally honest, this 4-year-old computer is hanging, if not beating, a 14th generation Intel CPU with quick sync and yada, yada, yada. I mean, at least it has until maybe today. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to find out. Do I sell the Apple? Now, the reason I'm recording this little intro clip is because my initial impressions when I'm editing in my Resolve, it's good, it's better. I had a 2070 in, so I'm going from a 2070 to a 4080 Super. So it's a couple generations up. I'm expecting a pretty significant difference. Just so you know, this guy was on sale right now for $12.59 Canadian, which is why I bought it. It's an all-time low price. I know that the 50 series ones are coming out soon, but I needed to know if the missing video card is gonna solve all my problems, if it's gonna make the gaming that good, if it's gonna make Resolve that good. And my initial impressions, well, I'll talk about it in a minute. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go edit this piece. I'll show you some clips of what I've been playing, what I've been doing, and then I'll sum up my first impressions about whether or not all this time and effort building my computer has been worth it, and if I'm happy, or if I should just return it all and stick with this. Okay, it's not even spinning. What about down there? Is that spinning? Video card is in. I'm just gonna be installing some drivers right now. Fingers crossed that it's awesome. I mean, what's the first thing that I gotta do? Test out DaVinci Resolve or play Cyberpunk? Right, let's do the benchmark test. DLSS, super resolution and performance. Ray tracing on, everything is at high and ultra for a lot of the settings. Back up to 117. This is in 4K, by the way. All right, the overall average, basically 109. Not too shabby. Frame rate is bonkers. You know, just 500 frames per second. Ultra 4K. I think it's got down to 300 maybe at the most. It's getting 650 frames per second. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to play with the keyboard. 600, 700 frames per second. That sure looks good. Wow. Cool. Let's do some video editing. So earlier today, I just did... channel, you know that I've been doing. That needs to kick butt at editing. There's no question the 4080 Super Expert is awesome for gaming. Did it blow my mind? No, not really. The 2070 was pretty damn good, I'm not gonna lie. It could video edit pretty well, it could play games in 4K for the most part. As long as you turn stuff down, it looked great. This cost me about $1,400 Canadian. That sets a pretty high level of expectations right there. It definitely improved on everything for video games. Is it worth that much money? just for that. It depends. It totally depends. But the real reason that I got it was for the video editing. And to be totally honest, right out of the gate, I haven't done a lot of testing, but I'm pretty disappointed. I feel like those bastards lied to me. I've watched all the Puget Systems guys, the Casey Ferrises, and even Mr. Alex Tech. I mean, all these guys are rocking 4090s probably, and they make it sound like it's a beast for editing videos in Resolve. And to be honest, I feel like I'd rather edit videos on my M1 Max MacBook Pro. I said it. Didn't think I was gonna say it. I've spent what, like $3,000-$4,000 building the computer, getting the monitor and stuff. I don't have regrets with it. I still like being a Windows guy. It just has a little more flexibility. But I also liked being a Mac guy for the video editing. I bet getting the Ultra, getting the Apple display, you don't need the Apple display, but that would be nice, of course. But I mean, geez, the MacBook Pro, I mean, I like the desktop. I like having the bigger screen and the peripherals and stuff. I think if you were gonna do video editing, that's probably what you should get. The M4s will be coming out at the end of the year. I mean, if you can get the used M3s, M2, M1, any silicon chip for the Max chips for video editing, but my gosh, they're so good. The media engines on there are so good. The files that I was editing that you saw me editing today were H.265, 60 frames per second, footage straight out of my Sony ZV-E1. Nothing special. I mean, it's pretty highly compressed footage, but with my M1 Max right out of camera, this file right now, I could throw it on there in Resolve and edit it, pretty buttery smooth experience, clip it and snip it how I like to do. It would be great. On this new machine that I just built, the 14700K, which is what the Puget Systems guys, they said that's all the 13th and 14th gen, and we're not even gonna talk about the scandal that's going on right now with those chips. Are they gonna be recalled if they're failing? I don't know. Hopefully not, but it's just overall, it's not as close as good of a video editing experience as I was hoping that it would be. Even the magic masking stuff, I did some in this video, and usually the frames per second I'd get with the 2070 was like 25, 26. With the 4080 Super, I was getting like 26 to 35. I was expecting like 70, something nutty. I don't know, maybe my expectations were a little bit too nuts for what a video card and a Windows computer could do. Everybody says that I use proxies. It's like, well, no wonder you're using a Windows machine. You need to use proxies, even with your super duper video card. You don't really need proxies working on the Apple computers. So, hey, listen, I'm on both sides. I'm not choosing a side. I love Windows. The gaming is unreal. Getting 110 frames per second in Cyberpunk, I can't wait to play that. But my gosh, my MacBook Pro still shreds the video editing better. So what did I learn from all this? This is day one. I haven't really done the test, and maybe there's settings in DaVinci Resolve that I need to tweak. I mean, it took about half an hour optimizing the neural engines for the new video card, so it knows what's going on, and I think I'm rocking the beta 19 for the Resolve on this new computer. Anyway, I'm a little bit feeling disappointed with the purchase of the video card. I did get a return window with it, so I'm gonna keep rocking it for a couple days, trying a few different things, and we'll see. We'll see if it grows on me or not, but as of right now, I love the computer that I built. I had a lot of fun. Loved this. The monitor was great. Everything else about it is great. It runs very well. I don't know, I'm chasing the dragon. I'm trying to get this certain video editing experience that I thought I could get, and I haven't been able to get it. The M3 Max, when I bought that last year near Halloween, that's been the best video editing experience that I've ever had. And I was hoping that a Windows machine with a super duper video card could compete with it. And it can do it on a few little graphics things, but I don't use that for most of the video editing that I do. Clipping and editing a long clip and stacking things and putting texts in, the Apple stuff is still far superior. So sucks to say that. I was really hoping for us Windows guys and that I would have a different story, but I mean, they win the gaming and stuff, but the Apple guys still get the bragging rights, and they get to be a little more smug with the video editing stuff. Okay, let's talk about it. Let me know what you think about what you've seen here today. I've got a lot more stuff I'm going to be talking about with the video card, with DaVinci Resolve, with the computer build in the next little while. So hope you've had fun joining me on this ride. I'm learning a lot. I'm sure there's still a lot I need to learn, but yeah, I really was hoping that after seeing all these charts and graphs about Windows iGPUs that have decoders on them and that they're good for Resolve and that's what the pros use and stuff. I'm like, I must be missing something because it's not that good. Are my expectations too high? Is the Apple stuff that good? Let's talk about it. As always, thanks for watching. In case you missed my last video, check that out here. Otherwise, here's what YouTube thinks you'd like to watch next. If you like the video and want to support the channel, please click the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, I'd love to have you. We'll see you next time on the Sad Studio.